three-ring circus.
By now, you've probably heard of it. No Labels, an organization trying to carve a new path, not Democrat or Republican, but its own party in the 2024 presidential race.
The organization has been trying to gain ballot access in several states to run a third-party candidate, including here in Maine, but it hasn't come without controversy. I took a closer look at just what No Labels is trying to do. Inside an office building next door to the State House, security of elections is top of mind for Secretary of State Shenna Bellows.
And then we use this tabulator for testing.
It's why she took some heat just a couple months ago for speaking out against No Labels, an organization she says was misleading Maine voters.
This was an unprecedented situation. We had not seen this before.
Her office sent a cease and desist to No Labels in May and notified voters who may have mistakenly changed parties when they thought they were just filling out a petition.
Voters across the state felt that they were tricked into filling out voter registration cards against their will.
I was surprised.
One of those voters was Keegan DeLong.
I still want people to be able to vote however they choose to vote. I just don't want anybody to be forced into it, and that's kind of what it felt like.
When you run an operation to do a petition or a voter drive, there's often some folks who just didn't fully understand it.
This isn't some folks, this is thousands of people we're talking about.
I don't believe it's thousands of people.
That's what the Secretary of State said.
I think that's incorrect.
So we asked for the receipts in hundreds of pages of documents provided by the Secretary of State's office. Initially at the request of No Labels, there were numerous reports of concerned voters from local clerks. According to the office, there were close to 7,000 letters sent to voters who changed their party affiliation. Now there are just over 6,000 enrolled with No Labels.
My answer to them is follow the rules like everyone else trying to form a party.
But it's not just Maine. The organization has secured ballot access in at least 10 states. So what exactly is it? Well, the nonprofit was first founded in 2010 by a former Democratic Party operative. The so-called dark money organization has refused to disclose where it gets its funding. And by federal law, it doesn't have to. Many critics have even claimed the party will pull votes away from Democrats and ensure a victory for former President Donald Trump.
So the notion that this supports one candidate over the other at this stage, I think is just false. And I think a lot of the people that say that, have not necessarily been accurate in the outcome of elections in the past.
One person who understands those elections and the moderate Maine voter is Republican Senator Susan Collins. We spoke to her about her role in support of No Labels in Washington earlier this year.
I've seen analyses on both sides. I am a member of No Labels. It helps to bring Democrats and Republicans together in both the House and the Senate to work on issues like the infrastructure bill and the Electoral Count Act. And I think that's very valuable. I've not been involved at all in the attempt to have a presidential candidate, and I'm going to leave that decision for down the line.
Back in Maine, the countdown to Election Day is on. Secretary Bellows says she understands what No Labels is trying to do. She just doesn't like how they're doing it.
My responsibility as Secretary of State is to make sure that the voters have the choice that they want.
This matters because of the primaries. While Maine now has semi-open primaries, voters will have to use their party's ballot. And because No Labels isn't formally recognized as a party in the state yet, and there isn't a candidate, those registered with the party wouldn't be able to vote in the upcoming primaries.